Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 238 on the Leek. I'm John as always, and we're back for some more Theros Beyond Death drafting. My win rate has not changed because I haven't played the set since last Spikey Saturday. I have not played for fun. I played Chaos Draft on Wednesday. Chaos Draft was interesting. First off, the explanation here, Magic Online players can have little sets of Chaos Draft as a treat, was a meme that I didn't understand because I'm old. But yeah, it's all small sets, which is fine. It's still Chaos Draft, so it's still interesting. But small sets aren't necessarily known for being the best sets in Magic's history. And so the format had some issues. I'm going to keep playing it because it's Chaos Draft and I enjoy it. I'm going to stream it next Wednesday for sure. But yeah, it's a little bit weird with all small sets. But yeah, so I haven't played Theros. I have played a bit on Arena just because I had some gems laying around. It was bad. It was very bad. Bots passing black left and right. Every single opponent I played being black. If they weren't, then I easily won. Yeah, it was a hellscape that we all know Arena to be. And I did really well. I have multiple 7 wins over on Best of 1 Arena in Theros, but I don't think that's going to translate to paper or MTGO. So let's hope that this draft fires in the next few seconds. There we go. And let's hope that it goes well. So we got a Nylea. I'm not sold on Nylea. I'm going to check our price here for a second. This, of course, is a sponsored draft. This is Sidian's sponsored draft. Nylea is a whopping 86 cents. Now, Nylea, of course, has significant upside. If I do go heavy green, and I am able to get enough devotion for her to be online, it's going to be huge. It's going to be great. If I'm a very heavy creature deck, them being cheaper is going to be good. Finding them is going to be better. I think if this was a draft where, like, something big was on the line, I just take Final Death. And after Final Death, I take Dreadful Apathy. And then third pick, I take Nylea. But we're going to have some fun here. We're going to see if we can finally make Nylea work. I don't think she's as bad as Perforos, who I literally think you should probably never play in Limited. But I think she is definitely the second worst god. Let's give the second worst god a try. We get cards that exist. So Acolyte is great if we can get into black-green. Black-green is possibly one of the most overdrafted decks, so I don't know that we can get into it, but this is how we start. Deny the Divine is one of the best blue commons, I think. It's just very solid, and green-blue is fine. Loathsome Chimera is a great green card. I'd happily play that in our green deck, and Moss Viper is fine as well. Traveler's Amulet, I'm still not sold on the people who are like, oh, take this and it's a land, play 16 lands, take 2, play 15 lands. I want the rules of draft to matter again, as they're not currently mattering in this set. So barf. I think we take the speculative Acolyte here, just in case we can get into full-on black-green. It's going to be a huge upside. It's even a little bit splashable, especially if we get some Caryatids. Chimera, it's a common. We can hopefully replace it, but it is one of the better commons. I don't think it's top 3, but it's probably top 5. So moving on from here, we get a Warbriar Blessing, which is solid for our green deck. Outside of green, and I mean, there's a Forerunner, that's fine as well. Outside of green, I'm seeing Heliod's Punishment and Archon of Falling Stars, both pretty darn solid. I don't see a need to jump into green-white here, though. I think I'd rather just stick on green, so we're just going to take the Warbriar Blessing and call it a day. We can hope that Forerunner comes back around. I don't think it will, but we can hope. Unfortunately, the only black card is Amokus's Favor. That's probably how it's going to be. So here's a Chimera, so we don't get punished. We still get one. And there's nothing else even slightly tempting me here. I don't want that, or 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 that. It's a 2/1 first strike. It's fine. But we're going to stick on color with a solid creature, an escape creature at that. So we're heading into green. We're definitely sticking to our bomb, which, you know, could be bad, could be right. Drafting the hard way, drafting the easy way. They're all correct things to do at different times. If you get stuck into thinking that you should never marry your first pick, you'll have some bad drafts. I do think that generally you should not, but sometimes it's correct. So here we get a potentially late Daybreak Chimera, which could say, hey, head on into green-white. We don't get black. Black's got a Soul Reaper, which is okay, but it's not a sign. Soul Guide Lantern is actually okay, just because so many people are playing black and green, and you have to get rid of these chimeras, and much more so the Typhons. But I think I'm just going to take the Daybreak Chimera here. I feel like it's potentially a big enough sign suggesting that white could be open. We'll see if it continues to be open or not. We'll also see if I do play any more Theros in the next few weeks. I'm not going to FNM this week. It filled up too quickly, which is shocking because it didn't fill up on release day. I won't be going next weekend because it's Valentine's Day. The following weekend, the store is closed because they're moving to a new location. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to try playing it for fun a little bit, but when you're playing for fun, you should have fun. And I have not with this set. Okay, we get some white cards. Revoke is fine. Indomitable Will is fine. Flicker is fine. All three of these are okay. Furious Rise works with our Chimera so far, but I don't know that I want to jump into red. Red is not good. There's an Underworld Charger if we do want to push the black route a little bit more, but that doesn't scream, hey, black is open, as much as these scream, hey, white is maybe a little tiny bit open. So I think we'll go for the Revoke, just because we don't have anything to go super nutty with the Flicker right now. Flickering a Blessing's cute and could be good, but of course you need to have the creatures that can actively fight, whereas with a Dreadful Apathy it's always going to work. With Eros' Blessing it's always going to work, and we just get another one anyways. Now we may more likely want to take the Return to Nature here. That is back-to-back Enchantment Hate. I don't think I want any more Enchantment Hate in the deck. I do think Enchantment Hate is overplayed, not by much, and it is good, so don't get me wrong. But I think people are picking a bit too highly and playing a little bit too much enchantment removal. Yeah, so it's either the Flicker or the Return. I feel like we can get the Flickers, and again, I still don't quite see the need for the Flicker yet. I also would like a Relentless Pursuit, but we'll pick one of those up at some point. So here's a Forerunner that I've been looking for. There's an Altar if we wanted to make this easier to turn on, but I don't want to put an Altar in a deck. There's also another Flicker. Maybe we'll get one last pick, who knows, but I'm going to definitely take the Forerunner here. We get a Nyxborn Courser, which helps with the Chimera. It's an enchantment creature. Theoretically, we'll have some Constellation, but we don't have it quite yet. Beyond that, there's a couple of okay black cards, an okay red card, an okay blue card. We'll take the okay card that's in the colors that we currently have. Wings of Hubris. I've yet to try this, but I've heard people saying, you know, the green decks just kind of want one just to throw this through, just to throw, you know, Nylea through, just to throw whatever through. So maybe we'll give that a go, because we're not going to play field. We're not going to jump into red for these. We're not going to play black. I think that train has sailed. So let's take Wings. That shouldn't be there. So we're going to take that. This also shouldn't be there. This is a pack of cards that shouldn't be there. We're going to take the card that shouldn't be there that's in our colors. Heliod's Punishment. Welcome to the team. Not much going on here. We'll take a Portent of Betrayal from the black-red sack deck. We'll take an Inspire Awe. Last pick, Furious Rise. Boy, people are with me on not liking red, eh? So, okay start to the deck. I want to get more green creatures, more green permanents, so that Nylea can be online. I would like to find a Caryatid so that I can splash that Acolyte, but if we can't splash the Acolyte, that's fine too. Beyond that, I'm looking for some Dreadful Apathies, but what if we got my favorite god who I haven't played with yet? We could have a whole pantheon of gods. What's Thassa worth? A whole $2.98. Yeah. Yeah, luckily we're not losing out on much here, right? Like the pick is probably like Favored of Eros or Pegasus. So I'm going to take Thassa. And then I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't know if I'm going to jump into blue, if I'm going to splash her literally to be a tapper / flicker every turn. Let's let Pack 2 Pick 2 decide what we're going to do. Pack 2 Pick 2 says that we're going to play green. So let's try to jump into like green-blue enchantments. Because, I mean, losing white, we're losing not much. But we do have to make every pick count from here on out, since we've waffled a lot now. Yeah, let's take the Wanderer. Ichthyo helps keep me on that plan. So we'll take Ichthyo. So let's cut the Daybreak and the Courser, because we're definitely not splashing those, or the Acolyte. There's a chance we splash a punishment, but I doubt it. And probably not the Revoke either. Let's cut them all out. Cut them all out. So we'll take the Ichthyo. That's solid. That helps us get Devotion for Thassa here. There's also a Thirst, a Grove Dancer, and for white there's not much. There's a Blessing, which is okay. So let's take the Ichthyo. Omen of the Hunt's going to help fix our colors. It's Devotion for Nylea. There's a Setessan Training as well, but that's about it. So yeah, let's take the Omen. Of course, then we get the green-white common. Interesting. Interesting. We could take one of two Nexus Wardens or a Riptide Turtle. They both block very well. Nexus Wardens potentially gains us more life. The question is, does it block better than the Turtle enough for us to gain life? It does block in the air, which is nice. It does block in the air. I really want to find a Eutropia is what I want to find. We're going to take the Turtle, I think. Turtle's done some work. Boy. Both our colors, well, not really any colors here except for black, shockingly. We can take a Brine Giant. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enchantments at the moment. 6 enchantments. 6 of our 11. More than half of our deck is enchantments. Seems good. We'll take the Brine Giant over the Memory Drain. 1 with the Stars? You bet. You bet. There's an Omen as well, but I'm going to take the 1 with the Stars. I don't know what our deck's going to do, but it's going to do something. What we really need is a way of abusing Thassa's ability there at the bottom, so we can exile a creature that we control. So we're definitely looking for flickering an enchantment creature if possible to re-enable Constellation, or flickering an ETB ability. So we've got a Naiad, a Relentless Pursuit, Wave Rider, Mystic. I think I'm going to take the Naiad. I do want a Relentless Pursuit at some point, I think. Although we're not escaping too much at the moment, just the Chimera. Let's take the Naiad. Here we get a Scout, a Viper, a Chain. I think we're just going to take the Viper. It's just an okay card. Here we'll put a Traveler's Amulet in. Maybe we'll be the... Maybe we'll just join the team that pretends that Traveler's Amulet's a land and plays 1 less land. God, I hate that. I really hate that. Sleep of the Dead we're not going to play. So yeah, we need to make every count, every pick count in pack 3. But I like the route we've gone down with Nylea and Thassa. God.deck. Let's take this. Underworld Fires that we're not going to play. I mean, we can put the Sleep in. Maybe we have to play it, but I really hope not. Really hope not. That Omen will help us splash, as will the Traveler's Amulet, meaning that we could potentially keep the Acolyte in, or the Punishment if we wanted to. We'll see. Ooh, both Nexus Wardens come back. I'm going to take the foil one. Gift of Strength, not going to play it. Combat Tricks, not good in this format. Not good if they're not an aura as well. All right, pack 3. Don't be, I mean, you can be Heliod, but don't be Heliod. Or... Jesus. Triple Mythics. Well, we're certainly going to splash a Pelucranos. And we're not passing anything that we wanted anyways. Nope, 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 and nope. Polly K, welcome to the team. Let's get rid of this Wings of Hubris. I'm not going to lose to Hubris. Yeah, Polly K. Welcome. Welcome. With 2 gods, and now at least 1, maybe 2 splash cards, I might want a Pantheon. Yeah, let's get an altar to our Pantheon of gods / zombie hydras. So gross. Growing a new neck. 2 new necks. And heads attached to those 2 new necks. Cool! This deck looks wild. Let's hope we do good. On Spikey Saturday, I'm 100% 2-1. Every single Spikey Saturday has been 2-1. I wish my other drafts were like that, but I'll take it. Let's hope that we maybe make this the 3-0. Caryatid looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. I think it's probably just better than the turtle. And the training. Yeah, let's take the Caryatid. Cool. I think we're going to end up with enough playables. I think we'll even be able to make some cuts. Seems good. Seems good. And we're not playing, well, I was like, we're not playing black. Except we are. We are. We're always playing black. Triple 4-drop mythics. Holy moly. This will be a Spiky Saturday to go down in history. It will be glorious. I hope. We'll see. But again, thanks to everybody who came to Twitch from YouTube. I posted again this week when I was going live. Hey, I'm over here. Go check me out. Definitely had some people come in who only ever watched on YouTube, and it was great to have you. You got to discover the fun of marble races and get some points towards earning a playmat. And it's just a totally different vibe over there, hanging out, chatting, talking about whatever. Very different than the YouTube videos. So thanks for hanging out. I mean, if we're just full on splashing black, why not take unconditional instant speed removal? Right? It's better than a Moss Viper or a Huntmaster or this or this. Yeah. Welcome to the team. Full on 3 colors. We've got the Caryatid, we've got the Amulet, we've got the Altar, we've got the Omen. Seems decent. Brine Giant, are you still okay? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7, eh? I would like to find a couple more. Like 1 more Ichthyomorphosis, 1 more Warbriar Blessing, or 1 more. I would take a Super Lake Shimmerwing Chimera, that's for sure. Did we find anything for Thassa to like really go nutty with? Acolyte, I suppose. That's super late. Super late, but we're not really going to take that. I think we're just taking another Chimera. It's just a totally okay card. We're not taking an Inspire Awe. We're not taking a Tower Scout. We're not splashing a Lampad. We're only splashing impactful black cards. It's impactful, but not in our deck. Yeah, I think we're just taking the Chimera. Seems okay. I'm so excited for this deck. I feel like I'm definitely going to make the thumbnail one of these mythics, and somebody's going to be, your thumbnail ruined it for me. You showed the one mythic that you got in your deck. But wait. Yeah, we're going to take a Mystic Repeal. Totally okay card. Totally okay. You notice the rare temple being passed around there. Ask me my thoughts on human drafting and how expensive it's going to be because of rares. All right, that's a deck. That's 23 cards in a deck. It's the same rare again. Yeah, I'll take another one with the stars. That's exactly what I was asking for. And we can cut something. Maybe just the final death. Maybe we have enough removal now with 2-1 with the stars and Ichthyomorphosis and a Warbriar Blessing. I don't want to cut a green or a blue permanent because then that makes Thassa and Nylea less likely to turn on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. That's super late. 7 blue devotion available, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 green devotion. So we could actually cut something green. So we've got a Gallia that we could just cut, or a Stern Dismissal that maybe we want. I think Stern Dismissal will be more important up against potential Voltron decks, so we'll take the Stern. But I don't think we'll main it. So our cut here probably wants to be a green permanent. Maybe it's just the Nexus Wardens. Yeah, I don't hate cutting the Nexus Wardens there. All right, so we've got a Relentless Pursuit. I did want one of those way back when, but not so much now. I like this deck. We get the gods going. We've got indestructible threats. We've got abilities. We've got fights on demand here. We've got our big beefers, which can have trample. I guess the one thing that I would like is flying, but we're not going to jam a wings into this deck just to give flying. I like it. I like it. I think the deck would have gone insane had we have found a Eutropia. That would have made this deck just go into the all-time greats category. As it is, it's just in the, I think, greats category. Let's cut an Archon. And luckily, I don't have FNM tonight, so even if this video takes 2.5 hours, it'll be okay. There's a Riptide Turtle, probably for the side. Unless I want it over the Naiad. So the Naiad is gaining... Nope, we took out the Wardens. The Naiad is helping this out for 1 mana. Makes this 1 mana cheaper. This 1 mana cheaper. Yeah, I think we put in a second turtle over the Naiad. This lets us live a little bit longer, get to our bigger threats, get our Thassa engine going, or get Nylea down and get us turtled up, as it were. Yeah, I think the second turtle plays a little bit better here. All right. Well, there we go. There we go. We'll do like, I don't know, 3 swamps is probably okay, considering this is a swamp, this is a swamp, this, while it's on the board, is a swamp. 5, 3, 9. 5 feels a tinch low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blue. 8, 6, 3. 9, 5, 3. Let's go 953. Let's go 953. Let's put our faith in the MTGO add basic lands button. It's never steered anyone wrong, right? Right? Tell me I'm right. I'm excited. I'm excited about this deck. Smash cut to 2 hours later. Me sobbing because I've lost to Dream Trawler 3 times in a row. Move our preview window up here. Let's make it a little bit bigger since we have the luxury of screen space now. Looks good. Check out chat. Opponent's saying nothing. And we've got ourselves a Caryatid to get our blue. We've got Nylea in hand. We've got removal. We've got the turtle. We're good. We're good. All good. All right, Nylea, I'm putting my faith in you that you can prove to me that you were actually decent. You still will probably not pull yourself above being the second worst god in the entire set, but strike a strong claim for that second worst god in the set. Prove to Perforos that you are much better than him. Dropper Caryatid, that's got all of our mana online. That actually gives us Nylea next turn, should we so want her. Scavenging Harpy, eh? Well, I think we get Nylea online so that now our creatures will be cheaper. We've got a Warbriar Blessing to take down that Harpy when it's relevant. Yeah, let's do that. Nylea coming on out to play. Devotion to Green is 2. Devotion to Green will be 3. And it's 3 mana? 3 mana to reveal the top. If it's not a creature, grave it. But if it is a creature, pop it into your hand. Smash is in. Please no Typhon. Venomous Hierophant. Also moderately scary. Funeral Rites and a return. Okie dokes. Okay, so Hierophant's a little bit harder to deal with, so I think we're going to need to Ichthyo that. Which leaves a blue mana for a turtle. So blue mana for a turtle and green mana for a mystic, or alternatively, we could just fight the Harpy right now and get it out of the air. I don't hate that, because then we have Final Death next turn for a scarier threat. So let's get the Harpy out of the air. Puts us up to 3 devotion for green. Harpy is gone. Opponent's down to 3 cards in hand. We've got answers. Feeling confident. Nessian Boar. We've got Final Death. Feeling confident. Feeling confident. And I'll tell you what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to draw a card off this. We're going to block the boar, draw our card, and kill the boar. We're going to get maximum blowout value here. Oh no, the 10-6 attacked me. Oh no, I have to block with everything. Oh no, I'm drawing a card. Oh no, your boar's dead. Not just dead, exiled. Give me that card. Give me that card. There's no way for you to counter this. Give me that card. Yeah, feels good. We're still not doing anything, but it feels good. So Altar is going to put us to 4 green devotion. Put us down to 2 cards. We've got a good position here, I would say. Nylea's Forerunner. Spicy. Now, Nylea's Forerunner is going to eat removal. Something fierce. But I guess better that than Nylea, because oops, don't. How did I tap that? There we go. Thank you for untapping. Better the Forerunner eating it than Nylea eating it, because I assume it is Final Death, which would exile, which would kill Nylea. So we've got 2 mana available, so we do have Return online, we have Repeal online, and if worse comes to worse, we can just drop the turtle. Oh, I didn't have to tap that. That's why I was confused there, because Nylea makes things cheaper. A pause, a think, and a pass of the turn. A pause, a think, and a pass of the turn. There's got to be a removal in hand. Pharika's Libation, sack a creature. I'll lose 2 devotion doing this, but I think that's fine. I think that's fine. So they had a Pharika's Libation. Interesting. Well, time to send the Forerunner in. Now, we are kind of really hoping that our opponent's next few plays are enchantments. That would be ideal. We're going to drop this altar here. So if we have a target, we can do that. If not, we do get to activate Nylea. Opponent is going to make a play for a Gravebreaker Lamia, which is an enchantment. So they're going to go get a card and throw it into their graveyard. What's it going to be? Pharika Spawn? Typhon? Typhon. Sure thing. That sure is a Typhon. That sure is a dead Gravebreaker Lamia. Get out of my game. So we've got a Typhon coming back, which will actually be a significant problem. We're going to need to find a one with the stars, so I hope we find it. So viewers at home, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, and we'll see if we can find a one with the stars. I know it's a long shot. 7 mana, they're going to tap out, and they're going to bring that Typhon back. I'm excited next game to, like, turn 4 drop Thassa. Alright, Typhon back. We will activate Nylea at least once here. Hopefully we don't mill our Thassa. I want to keep that a secret. Nessian Wanderer into hand. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Let's activate Nylea again. Forest into the graveyard. Oh no. Okay. We are going to drop the Wanderer for 1 mana. We are going to one with the stars that. We're going to get to go and find a land. We're going to smash him for 5, take him to 6. Nylea needs a single green pip to be online. Oh, Poly K is going to go bye-bye. All right, Poly K, enjoy the bottom of the library. Write home to tell me how it is. And we may as well drop this amulet as well. We may even be able to get them a little bit here if they think we might be tapped out. Did I didn't attack. I didn't attack. I was too distracted with everything else that I was doing. They should actually be dead this turn. Ultimate punt. We get to shuffle our deck. Poly K comes back. Ultimate punt. Alright, well, let's get in for 6. Let's hope that ultimate punt doesn't cost us. Pass the turn. Oh, they should be dead. Enchantment creature. The Bleeper for 3. So you're going to kill my Forerunner, eh? Yeah, it's a little bit costly. Little costly. But hopefully Nylea is going to find us something here. We're, of course, going to block. All right, Nylea, do your thing. Nylea finds me an island. Nylea, do your thing better. Nylea finds me a one with the stars. Good effort, Nylea. Good effort. A for effort. Let's drop this Chimera. And then let's Nylea. Because we could find something, right? Yeah, like a turtle. Good old turtle boy. So we'll pass the turn, flash the turtle in. We've got the Mystic Repeal. We've got blockers for days. Our opponent should be dead. So Jordan, if you're watching, I'm sorry for punting. I know you've probably turned off the video already. It was because, what did I do? I was activating Nylea in the main phase, right? I just got totally distracted thinking that it was like end of my turn or end of my opponent's turn or something like that. Good old turtle block. Warbriar Blessing, your bleeper. What's your bleeper gonna punch? Your bleeper's gonna punch that. So it's not like I can Mystic Reprisal the Blessing and make it die. So yeah, congrats. You done did killed my Wanderer. Alright, let's drop the turtle, and we'll activate Nylea. Nylea, do your thing, but better this time. Oh, I should be gaining life, too. I always forget about that ability. Hey, Polly K, how's it going, bud? Welcome to the team. Down you go. Hey, Polly K, do you want to fight a bad breath cow? How about you fight a bad breath cow? Just punch that cow. You're going to final death my Polly K. That's pretty damn rude. In response, Polly K is still going to fight because Polly K only knows death. Polly K only knows death and fighting. Black, green, blue. Polly K punch. Punch him right in the face. Down he goes. Goodbye, Polly K. In for 4. In for 4. In for 4. I tapped out. Did I tap out wrong? I tapped something wrong there. At some point I should have tapped a blue instead of a green. I had to tap. I guess I didn't. This could have been green, right? Because I think I had the black up. Yeah, I mistapped there to not keep up the Mystic Repeal, but I was so excited about Polly K getting to do his thing regardless. Opponent not quite sure what happened there. There we go. We're going to get on in for 4. Maybe they're well aware that I'm distracted and unable to play this game properly, and we're hoping that I'd forget to attack again. But not this time. Not this time. And we win. We win despite our punt. So that was good. Holy moly. Holy moly, that deck felt good. Nylea. Nylea did the same thing I had problems with her at the pre-release. Several turns in a row just being like, oh, cool. That piece of removal would have been really good. Just shame it's in the graveyard. Thanks, Nylea. Yeah, we're just going to go back in. We're just going to go back in. Deck's perfect. Deck's flawless. I really hope I get to cast Thassa at some point. I've yet to play with her. I've played against her once, and she just... oh. Flickering a creature every turn. It speaks to me. It speaks to me so much. Alright, so they've seen 2 of our 3 mythics. Just got to show them that 3rd one for the maximum BMs. Waiting on their mulligan decision. I guess technically waiting on their decision of if they're going to play or draw, which will then rapidly be followed by their mulligan decision. Yeah, this deck would have been nigh on unbeatable if we had Eutropia, but even without, it seems pretty decent. It only took 3 mythics and splashing black. That's all we had to do. Oh boy. Well, I will take my opponent losing time on the clock here. That would be nice. It again makes me wish. I haven't wished for this in a long time, but I do wish that OBS, or now Streamlabs OBS, which I now use, had a pause feature so that I could just pause here. I can stop recording and then hit recording again when we're ready to go, but that makes 2 videos. And then if I do that 12 times, there's 12 videos, and then I have to individually audio process 12 separate files and stick those 12 separate files together, and it becomes a giant pain in the patukas. Whereas if there was a pause button, and then I could unpause, and it would be the same file. Chef's kiss. We're going to keep that. I used to use Camtasia way back in the day, but that software is bad and not meant for like content creation level production. It's meant for like making a slideshow video for your work presentation or something like that. I think they actually sell specifically to lecturers at schools. Well, that sure is an enchantment that we could get rid of with Mystic Repeal. And I don't know if we're going to do that this turn. I wouldn't mind holding out to see the Gravebreaker Lamia if at all possible. Funeral Rite, sure thing. Getting rid of a Typhon. Oh. We'll take that one, we'll pass that turn, and we'll drop an Altar of the Pantheon. Hey, Thassa. How's it going? How's it going? So, who do we want down first? We have our choice. I think Nylea is technically better, making our creatures cheaper, because we don't have anything that we're bouncing just yet. Funeral Rites again, okay. You draw them cards. So Typhon now has enough creatures, or cards in the graveyard. Although it is just turn 4. It will be at least 3 turns before that scary thing comes out. They didn't play a land. They do have 8 cards in hand. I assume we're going to see main phase 2 land. Or perhaps discard down to hand size. Oh dear. Second Return to Nature. Poly K, Jesus. I mean, we're going to play Poly K, is what I actually meant to say. And then we'll play Nylea, and then we'll play Thassa. God, Poly K getting its counters back every single time is so good. It's so good, I kind of want to cry. Alright, so I think we're just going to Mystic Repeal this now. Well, no, because we can just fight it and get rid of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. This is 3. 3. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to attack in with Poly K. See if they just take 6 or if they chump. Ooh, the blocks. Yeah, we're going to run them over here. We're going to drop Thassa. We're going to bounce Poly K. Make Poly K back into a 6/6. There's the potential for a rage quit here. Flicker Poly K. At least our opponent is not salty. That is pleasant to see. Poly K has refilled on Fight Fight Juice. So we will probably... What will we do? We'll have to see what this creature is, I suppose. Farika's Libation, I have to sacrifice an enchantment. So you're happy with me having Poly K. You're not happy with me having Thassa. Fair enough. Fair enough. Goodbye, Thassa. Nice knowing ya. Yeah, I'd rather save this for the Gravebreaker Lamia. So I could fight and get in for 5, or I could attack and get in for nothing. Yeah, let's fight. Fight, fight, fight. Didn't pay to sack it. Okay. Get in for 5, take him down to 11. And then we can drop our Moss Viper and pass the turn. So Nylea's at 4. Opponent's finding their lands. How many cards to exile? 6 other cards? Woof. I would love to see Gravebreaker Lamia here, because we'd be able to bounce it and smash in for 6. Bounce it, smash in for 6, drop Acolyte, bring back Thassa. Any enchantment creature would be great. Temple Thief, not really what I was looking for, to be honest. So we are just gonna smash in, because I feel like a little bit something else is happening here. You're just gonna trade there, take 5? Okay. Okay, well, time for Nylea to come on down. Nylea's at 3. All mythics have been played out of our deck. Another Farika's Libation, maybe? Ah, ha, ha, it was. It was. Goodbye, Nylea. Our opponent has conquered the gods. However, we are chock full of removal. Non-enchantment creature removal, enchantment creature removal. I maybe should have gained a life there. Nessian Boar, totally okay. Totally okay. Time for us to final death that. Bash for 5, take him to 1. Nylea's Forerunner, potentially giving this enough trample to just bash on through. If whatever they play has less than 5 power, we can just fight and kill it. If it's an enchantment creature, we've got that. It is a Hierophant. That is actually a little difficult, but Forerunner will do it. Forerunner will do it, and I don't think they have anything that could potentially stop this. In for 5. I guess they could have a Gift of Strength, but that's about it. They do not. We do it. We 2-0. Cool. Play 3 mythics, win. Format has been figured out. Let's go into game 2 or match 2 and do it again, shall we? This deck is obviously nutty. It's obviously a 1 in I don't know, 1 in several hundred odds of ever happening. Yeah, 3 extremely good, probably top 10. Or sorry, Nylea is not top 10 at all. But I would put Thassa in the top 10. Rare and mythics. That's my in-depth strategy here, I guess. The take-home is open good. And then, of course, the less known second recommendation is don't not open good. So we'll go in. So yeah, I'm sure people will be asking me about what do I think about the human drafting coming to Arena, since it's been, I mean, it's been confirmed multiple times, but now there's a screenshot of a screen that shows a player waiting at a table. But mock-up screens are really easy to make. But the whole moral of the story is I'm going to have to see how much they cost, how much they pay out. Because I put money into MTGO and I open Uro and I get $54 worth of tickets. I put money into Arena and I open an Uro and it goes into my collection where I probably don't ever play it. Or if I already have 4, I get 13 cents worth of gems. And then I have to play a draft where I have to get like 5.5 wins on average every single time in order to in any way continue playing. Yeah, Arena's a money sink. And the only way that you can kind of not make it a money sink is to make it a time sink. And that's not anything I want. That's not anything I want. So obviously I was keeping this hand because we have the Wanderer and we have enchantments and the Amulet, etc. Yeah, that's not anything I want. As well, I fully expect the human drafts to be very expensive. If you think about it, the bot's rare draft very highly. Like, I mentioned this at the start of the video. We'll just do this main phase. Grab ourselves a swamp. Bots rare draft, lands especially, like, pick one all the time, every time. So in 8 single person bot drafts, how many rares do people walk away with on average? Probably like 1-ish. If you first pick your rare all 3 packs, maybe you'll walk away with 3. But I think on average, people probably walk away from drafts with like between 0 and maybe 2 rares on average. Whereas in a 8-person draft, everybody walks away, or sorry, the entire world of Arena now has 24 new rares in it. Whereas that would not be the case. We're going to drop the altar here. Whereas that would not be the case in 8 separate bot drafts. You would not get 24 new rares injected into the world. So because of that, I think human drafting is probably going to be more expensive than anything we've seen so far. I also expect it to be time locked to certain days. We've already seen that with every new event they've brought out has been time locked to Mondays and Tuesdays for 48 hours, or brawls only on Wednesdays. And the reason for that, a liar. The reason for that, I believe, is Birth of Meletus. Okay. The reason for that is you have to have a certain number of people joining draft queues to get 8 people to have it fire in a short period of time, because they don't want the human draft queues to be like hit play and come back 10 minutes later and hope that it fired and you haven't missed all your picks. And the way to do that is to say, hey, everybody, you're going to have to play on Wednesday. That's when everybody's going to be there to play. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're going to drop Nylea because then we have We're going to do these out of order just so that we can get them both down. We're going to do Nylea. Oops, that's not Nylea. We're going to do Nylea and then Nessian Wanderer for 1 mana. Out of order, we don't get the Nessian Wanderer trigger, but oh well. I've got to remember, this gains me a life now that I actually have relevant creature types with it. But that lets us use all of our mana. Next turn, we could drop Nylea's Forerunner to go searching for lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a mana left up for a turtle, I suppose. Birth of Meletus, you got it. Opponent's going to rather handily turtle up over there a little bit. And they're going to draw some cards. So they're going to have a nice full hand for ever and ever. We are only 2 green pips away from Nylea being online, though, which is pretty decent. I assume they're going to lyre down my Nessian Wanderer. May as well use their mana. It saves them a damage. Makes sense. Ichthyo, well, that'll be handy. I assume at some point our opponent will play a creature. So we're going to drop a Forerunner. Go searching for some lands. Find a land. Lose a final death. Woof. Drop our land. But hopefully we can do this enough that we actually do find our way back to that final death at some point. So we can flash in our turtle. End of turn. So this costs 6, 5, 4 mana right now. That's not bad. That'll leave us with 2 mana up, potentially 1 more mana. I think we're good. Of course, I'm doing all of this talking and yammering on because I'm trying to distract myself from the fact that my opponent's blue-white, and that we all probably know what that means, don't we? It means that there's a decent chance that this game may just not matter. And that nothing we do matters. And that's the message for life that I try to let everybody know, is that nothing matters. I assume they're going to hit my Forerunner rather than my Nylea. They're going to hit my Nylea. Okay. Bit ballsy, but okay. We can get Nylea back. Easy peasy. All right. Forerunner. Time for you to stomp a lomp. Ooh, we could even fight here. Hey, Forerunner, fight a wall. Just fight a wall. Just fight that wall. And we get to find a land. We find another swamp, I suppose. And goodbye, Omen of the Hunt. You weren't vital to our plan anyways. In for 5. And we get to drop a Brine Giant, right? Although Brine Giant's going to cost more. 5, I believe. Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, big beefers have assembled. But let's see if they drop Dream Trawler. Now, big beefers may represent enough of a threat that we can still just smash through Dream Trawler. The 2 life they just gained. A little bit of a pain. All right, opponent. I know you have 6 mana. I know you're blue-white. But I'm begging you, for the sake of my future desire to continue playing this format. Banishing Light, cool, sure. Take my creatures, that's fine. That's fine. Takes Brine Giant. They either have or are waiting on Enchantment Hate. There we go. I was like, why do they keep hitting not the big trampoly dude? Okay, so they've answered a lot. They have answered a lot. I am definitely going to Mystic Repeal one of these things. And I think it's going to be the Brine Giant. So we'll pass the turn and do that on their turn. I don't think Nylea does enough for us. She would let us find creatures. I guess the potential problem is Brine Giant just going to eat more removal? Opponent, please no. Instructor, sure. So Nylea would be at 3. I think it's the Brine Giant I want. Yeah, let's try to get the Brine Giant. We might hit a memory drain here. Yeah, there's the memory drain. Sure thing. Sure thing. They untapped their Lyre. Interesting. That's the land. Well, we'll pass the turn. Where did those cards go? Bottom. Well, we still have a Return to Nature. We still have a Thassa who won't do too much. Please no, please no, please. Are they just taunting me? They tapped 6 mana and then untapped it all? They are just taunting me. One with the stars. I guess we can get in for a damage. We get to find a land, rip a land out, get closer to that final death. What could have happened there that they basically tapped out and then were like, oh, no. Untap everything. Ooh, 2 viable creatures going to the bottom. That hurts a little bit. May I attack for 1? Why, thank you. Omen of the Sun. Well, it wasn't Omen of the Sun. They tapped way more mana than Omen of the Sun. Tap and sack. I mean, maybe they tapped 6 mana because they were just going to play Omen and Scry. Who knows? Where'd your Scry go, opponent? Bottom. Yeah, they're searching for something. And I am willing to bet dollars to donuts precisely what that something is. I will take 1 and block 1. And they've already scryed at least 4 to the bottom. No, they've scryed even more potentially to the bottom. All right, so we'll Ichthyo that. Ichthyo that. Find a land. What do we lose? We lose a 1 with the stars? Sure. Play a snake, drop a land, pass the turn. Well, we are out of cards. Looking for a return to nature to get back a Brine Giant. Or potentially Nylea. Nylea might let us churn through enough cards to get to our creatures. Taps my Viper, sure thing. So 1 with the stars is pretty close to the bottom. Final Death at this point has probably moved up a minimum of 5 spots, I think. But that does still mean that there's a good dozen or so cards on top of it. That's just a land. That's going to be a pass of the turn. And this game's going to drag on for just a little bit. Oops, no tap. No tappy tap. In for 3, sure thing. So it's a pretty slow clock. 7 turns. Can handle that. Can't handle that, though. Yay, nothing matters. Literally nothing matters. Fun times in Magic world. Like, it just ruins games, and there's literally, I will say literally, no reason for it to exist in a limited format. Because they have so many supplemental products these days. You want this in standard? Cool. Put it in a friggin' theme booster. Put it in a brawl deck. Put it in a commander deck. Put it in some pile of crap that isn't limited. Do we have any sort of window here? We have like a vague window here with Polyk. We can fight, which will keep it tapped, I guess. And we can actually try to like double fight to rip more cards out of their hand. But of course they now have 4 cards that they've drawn, so I would be mildly shocked if they didn't have answers or removal. God, it makes me so angry. And I think I mentioned this last week, or maybe it was on stream actually. I was reading the M files where they actually give you like the developer notes that they wrote as they were developing cards. And the second last developer note on Dream Trawler was changed it to blah, 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 blah. I forgot to fight it. Oops. I was too busy attacking. We'll have to fight that to stay alive. They discarded a card to give it hexproof. I wasn't fighting it, but okay. I was fighting that. Their second last note on Dream Trawler was, made this change. Maybe this time we've got it right. And the final comment in the developer notes was the ASCII art of the guy shrugging. And that is your insight to WotC's development on Dream Trawler. Yeah, that's an Ichthyomorphosis shoved on that. Cool, I'm out. I'm done. Okay, so, I mean, win before that comes down or lose. Fun games of Magic. Fun, super exciting games of Magic. Lots of decision points that we're going to have. Lots of, lots of bull honky. Oh, let's go back in and not have fun. I can't believe how badly they screwed that card up for limited. I guess there weren't brawl decks for this set, right? I don't think there were brawl decks. But there were the theme decks. I guess the theme decks are monocolored, so it technically couldn't have gone into there. But man, if you need cards for standard, you've already clearly shown that you are fully willing to print brawl decks and stuff. Put it where it belongs. Don't put it into limited. Don't ruin formats. And, you know, develop your cards better than writing a shrugging emoji ASCII art guy. That's my my request for the company that I'm paying money to play their game. This is a pretty bad hand. We are not going to keep this one. That's better. That's better. We'll pitch one forest. Oh, right. We only mulliganed once. Why did I think we had mulliganed twice? Drop the forest past the turn, and then we'll drop a island into a Nessian Wanderer. Into a Loathsome, and I guess hope that we can just kill them before turn 6. Wanderer down. We found our 4th land for the Acolyte. No 2-drop. That's not too shabby. So we'll attack on in for 1. Get ourselves down a hopefully scary 4-1. Pass the turn. You don't need an Omen of the Sea. Thank you. Turn 3, halfway to turn 6. Dreadful Apathy. You got it. You got it. Thassa would be amazing right here, right now. Womp, 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 womp. All right, so we're going to come on in for 1. We're going to Acolyte for a Blind Mill. Blind Mill and Hope. What do we get back? A permanent card? Ixio, welcome to the team. Well, I'm hoping that we have a couple of turns to find Thassa before they can get that Dreadful Apathy off, but I don't want to play it now because boy howdy are they representing memory drain, eh? Play this Swamp, bash on in for 3. You wouldn't memory drain a snake, would you? Yeah, you wouldn't do that. But you are going to get rid of that Chimera. Oh, thirsty. Thirsty. All right, turn 5 coming up. 1 turn away. God, it's just powerfully on fun. It builds up a feeling that I've had in way too many Theros matches, which is a feeling of utter helplessness. Like just sitting there being like, I thought we were playing a game of Magic, but okay, I'll leave, I guess. I'll take my things and pack up and leave. Like, thanks for pretending to have a game of Magic, I guess. Let's Ixio that, get ourselves a land. Goodbye, Traveler's Amulet. You will not be missed. Let's attack on in. I assume they block the 2, so they'll take 2, go to 13. Turn 6. Kill my hope. Kill my spirit. No land drop. Reverent Hoplite for 3. Seems good. 4? 4. Oh, the Dreadful Apathy. Right. All right. No time like the present. Show me Thassa. Sure is a land. In. We're not winning by not attacking. Sure. We're not winning by not attacking. We're not winning by having them having a board of 7 creatures. We're not winning by giving them time. Alright, they don't have it in hand. Or they're playing around a counterspell, one of the two. I will take 2. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. You can't do much, but finally exiles my Chimera. We had plenty of chances to find Enchantment Hate or Thassa, but whiffed on that, unfortunately. Ichthyo, well, the biggest thing that I want to get rid of is this 3/2. Hey, look at that. I got a 3/4 frog. It's better than it was. Kind of. Brine Giant. That's a big boy. I guess we come in with my 3/4. To which I assume they will block with Daxos. Takes it. Ballsy. That's the play of a person who's got a 5/5 lifelinker in hand. Vanishing Light, my Brine Giant. Sure thing. My Polyk. Because you had a Triumphant Surge for that. Sure, fair. So we can get a Mystic Reprisal, we can get a Return to Nature, get Polyk back, and Wreck Face. Yeah, that would have been good with my Brine Giant, eh? Final Death and Warbriar Blessing. I didn't need those. Who needed those? But that's 3 cards closer to Reprisal or Return to Nature. And they seemingly do not have Dream Trawler in hand. So we have like a brief... Bye. I'm so unhappy. I'm so angry. So this is where everybody who wants to defend this set tells me, well, just top deck Enchantment Hate and everything's fine. Yeah, tell that to the 8/8. Tell that to the 8/8. Well, at least we didn't die to Dream Trawler. Oh my god. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Real bad taste in my mouth. Yeah. All y'all who want to defend this as being a good set, please at me. At me. I dare you. Oh. All right. We got that out of our system. We can't possibly see those 2 cards again, right? That's a good hand. We will play a Moss Viper into a Stone Cold Nothing, into a Lonesome Chimera. And I thought we got lucky with Poly K Thassanelia. I was wrong. I was very wrong. So wrong. White black, eh? Transcendent Envoy. That's okay. Hey, look at me. I'm going to do a weird silly attack. I'm going to attack my 1/1 into a 1/2. Why would I do that? You can block it and trade. This can trade up to much bigger creatures. Ah, they didn't fall for it. All right, well, here's my 4/1 that I don't want to attack into your 1/2. It was a good try. It was a good try. Have we played nothing but black decks? I don't remember match 1. No, we played blue-white last round. Just the ludicrous bombs blinded me. Wanderer. Sure. In for 1. Drop ourselves a Wanderer. They call me the Wanderer. The Wanderer. I wander round and round and round and round and round. Sentinel's Eyes, you got it. That sure is a 2/3 vigilance. Altar of the Pantheon, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, at worst case scenario, we've got a Brine Giant next turn, I suppose. But we drew a few too many lands here at the start. Doesn't mean we're not in this, though. We've seen nothing scary. They just have a 2/3 over there that we keep trying to feed a snake to, and that just will not take it. Daybreak Chimera is a little gross. Flyers are going to be a slight problem for sure. So I guess the best that we can try to do is out-beef them. And a 5/6 definitely is a start at out-beefing. God, full price. Ugh. Oh, that didn't sit well. 7 mana. Opponents missed a land drop too. Yup. Now, I had said something 1 hour and 10 minutes or so ago that we should side in a stern dismissal in case of Voltron. I'll take 6, that's fine. I'm dealing 6 to you. This is a race. Ooh, it's not much of a race anymore. In for 7. Let's 1 with the stars. The 3/5. So that those these will both. Those will fall off. So they'll have Sentinel's Eyes. No, they won't have Sentinel's Eyes back because they'll only have 1 card in the graveyard. Yeah, let's 1 with the stars. The Envoy. Find a land. Goodbye, Nylea. You will be missed. Especially because we could have gained life. Alright, we got them down to 8. We may convince them that they're not in a race anymore. This is escape 2 cards, right? It is escape. Ooh, nope. They are confident they're still in a race. Passing the turn. Whiffing on lands. Well, I don't think it's a race. They may just be packing a final death. Which puts us on a 2-turn clock and them on a 3-turn clock. Not great. Close game, though. Close game that I think, unfortunately, is really just going to come down to top decking. If our opponent just has better cards in their hand, we were never going to win this one, right? No, they are going to go to 1. No removal in hand. Maybe they were afraid of a memory drain? So we're definitely going to keep... They had nothing. That's great, because we didn't have anything to answer anything. Stern dismissal, but what would it go in over? Perhaps a turtle, if they are in fact flying as much as we saw. Now, we only saw 2 of their creatures, but if they are flying a bunch, the Riptide Turtle goes down in value. Stern dismissal goes up, so we will submit that deck. See if we can win and make this a pretty standard 2-in-1 Spikey Saturday. Also, I see the halo effect is happening behind me. There's a bright light there to light up the green screen. And I've yet to find out exactly how to make sure that the chair stays perfectly centered. It was for a while, and then I think I moved things. This looks good. This looks good indeed. Man, how did we... They had 4 cards in hand. How did we live through that? I thought for sure something was going to bite it. No 1-drop, no Pious Wayfarer. I'm happy with that. Drop ourselves a Viper. This will get our blue for our 1 with the stars. So good. Temple Thief, that's fine. Ooh, hey. Hey, girl. Hey. God, that makes me not want to trade with the Viper, just to have 1 more pip, but we probably will. So unless something super scary comes down here, yeah, I'll trade off. Unless something super scary comes down here, we're just going to drop the Omen of the Hunt on their turn. Looks like nothing scary. I'm happy about that. All right, so we're going to Omen of the Hunt, get a land. We're going to be at 5 lands. We'll answer a threat if need be. Otherwise, we'll jam down Nylea and just hopefully start going. Get the things going. Grab ourselves an island. Boop. Drop Miss Nylea here. Pretend that we have a Mystic Reprisal up. Okay. Time to attempt to get off to the races here. They can't even libation us right now, which feels pretty good. Daybreak Chimera. Not the biggest of deals. So I could 1 with the star it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 4, 5, 6. I would rather establish the board than deal with that at the moment. So we can drop the Forerunner, drop the Chimera, have 9 power sitting on the battlefield, 9 trample power, with potentially 2 pieces of removal in hand, depending on what they have. They think it's a race. I have other opinions on the matter. Rage Scar, that is a great 1 with the stars target. Great 1 with the stars target. And there's a Mystic Repeal. Cool, cool, cool. This feels like we might be in control a little bit. They're also only got 2 cards in hand. Feels like a dominant position at the moment. We can lose it. We can lose the dominant position, but it feels like a dominant position. Any enchantment creatures they play are utterly demolished. Ditto for Dreadful Apathies and whatnot. Unfortunately, a Dreadful Apathy, they have enough mana to play it and do it before we'd be able to get rid of it. So we have to hope that that's not something they can do. They do that. I'd really like to see them establish the board here. There we go. So we can get rid of that Dreadful Apathy. We can return to nature the Soul Reaper if need be. I don't know that need be, though. Yeah, I just want to trample over him. Need not be. I assume they don't even trade with the Catablebus. All right. Oh, I misplayed that. I forgot that we could have had Nylea on board. Oops. Oopsie doopsies. There we go. There we go. We did it. We 2-1. Spikey Saturday, home of the 2-1. Home of the 2-1. We only lose when we play against Dream Trawler and Kiora Best the Sea God in the same deck. How's the format treating you? With a few more weeks into it, I still think it's one of the worst designed formats I've ever played. Draft-wise, there are cool, very cool moment-to-moment interactions and cool cards, and there are very cool moments inside some games. And then there's so many games where you look up and you're just like, nothing I did mattered there. Sure was fine flipping some coins. And then there are times where your opponent looks up and goes, well, that was some good fun coin flips. Good job. Yeah, that's my experience with this set. I wish it was better, but we've got Mystery Booster coming in a very short period of time. 4 weeks, I think, until Mystery Booster comes out in stores. I will be attempting something, whether it be live stream drafts of it or recorded drafts of it or vlogs of me playing it at the store. I'm going to try to do Mystery Booster content. On Sanctions coming out, I'm probably not going to touch that. We'll see. But yeah, let me know anything that you want to see. I've got some very cool long form videos in the works. But yeah, let me know. Let me know anything you want to let me know. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can always find me over on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. You can find me at patreon.com/TheManaLeek if you want to become a backer there. Amazing supporters there. You guys keep this channel going. It gets you access to the patrons only /Twitch subscribers only Discord, where we hang out and chat and talk about Magic decks and food and our Ring Fit adventures. And yeah, you can work yourself towards getting a play mat, get yourself in to win cards out of the crack packs each week, etc. I can speak good. If you want to go to inkedgaming.com/TheManaLeek, you can do that to buy any products that you want. It helps the channel out directly by letting them know that I sent you there. And yeah, like, share, subscribe is the simple, cheap, easy way. It's super, super helpful. But if you do have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.